Now that we are done with the general controls, let's move on to the application controls in a CIS environment, particularly on a standalone personal computers. But before that, let's have a quick recap. When we say CIS application controls, these are the controls that relate to the transactions and standing data relevant to each computerized information system. Let's highlight the word each because we apply controls on specific applications, software, or programs. Now, you are probably thinking, what's in it? What does it do? Or how does this relate to standalone personal computers? Well, some of the effective controls under this are a system of transaction logs and batch balancing. What we do here is, we look at the overall monetary amount, total items, total documents, and hash totals because we want to make sure that the manual totals are in agreement with the computer totals. Next is direct supervision. This is like reviewing reports and other monitoring activities. Third, reconciliation of record counts or hash totals. This is to ensure that no error occurred during data entry. If a batch or hash total identifies an error, then the user will have to go back through all of the documents, checking which have been entered and which have not. And lastly, programmed control procedures. These are intended to provide controls with limited visibility, such as data protection against unauthorized access via passwords. To put it simply, CIS application control is the use of appropriate access controls over programs and data combined with controls over data input, processing, and output, which may compensate for some of the weaknesses in general controls in a standalone PC environments when combined with management policies. It is also important to know the 6 functions of CIS application controls. It is to receive all data for processing, ensure that all data are authorized and recorded, follow up all errors detected during processing, verify the proper distribution of output, and restrict physical access to application programs and data files. Now, we go over to the effects of personal computer environment on audit procedures. In such systems, the auditor frequently assumes that the control risk is high. But in a standalone PC environment, it may not be practicable or cost-effective for management to implement sufficient controls to reduce the risk of undetected errors to a minimum level. So, after obtaining an understanding of the accounting system and control environment of an entity, auditors may perceive that focusing on substantive tests at or near the end of the year is more cost-effective than reviewing general CIS controls or CIS application controls.
Created using Powtoon.